Good morning. It's your time traveling teacher again for you. It is Wednesday, March 4th. Right, that's right. For me, it is Tuesday, March 2nd. Is that right? Did I get that? No, today is Thursday for you. Thursday, March 4th. Me is Tuesday, March 2nd. And we are working on our Thursday videos today. And so we have a great fun share, and let's go ahead and get that one out today. I thought it would be fun if we've been doing some tie-ins with some math and things like that. So I went around my house, and my challenge today, my share challenge, is to find the thing that you have in your house that you have had the longest, something that you have that you've had for as long as you can remember, the longest thing that you can remember having had. And sometimes, we get things and we use them and they get old, we throw them away and we get new things. But sometimes we have some things that we have just kept hold of forever because they're that special to us. So today I'm going to share mine, and then we're going to do a little math tie-in, and then we'll go right into our reading lesson for today. So this is my doll. I may have shared her last year, but I can't remember. Her name is Gussie. She's my Cabbage Patch doll. And back when I was in school, the Cabbage Patch dolls were all the rage. They first came out with them, and she's very special to me because my dad, you couldn't get these. You couldn't buy them when you were just were selling out of them so fast. They were hard to get. So my dad is an electrician. That means what he does for a job is he puts wires for the electricity, that you plug in the electricity and the lights. He does that in houses and particularly businesses. That's what he did for many years. So he had a friend who owned a toy store. And the friend that owned the toy store says, hey, Mr. Madden, can you come and help me work on the electricity for my toy store? And the man said, sure. And my dad said, sure. And the man said, well, how, what can I give you to pay you for doing the work for me? He says, I tell you what, if you let me buy one of those Cabbage Patch dolls, we got a deal. So he did. That's how he did it. He helped the man, and the man helped him. And this is how I got my Gussie. Her name is Gussie, and I got her when I was 18 years old. I'm old now. 18, that was a long time ago. So I thought it'd be fun to take Gussie and do some math today. So Gussie, we'll see you a little bit later. We're going to set you right over there. I would like you to find something in your house that you have had absolute longest, something that you've had for a very long time, maybe when you were a baby. And let's share the screen and see how long I have had Gussie. I'm pulling up right now our virtual manipulatives page. We haven't used these in a while, but it's always fun to get these out. So let me full screen that. Hope you can see it. Does anybody remember how old I am? I told her how old I was. Does anybody remember? Begins with 5. I am 53. Okay. How old I am now. And I've had Gussie since I was 18 years old. How do we write 18? 1 and an 8. Okay. And now I make this what kind of problem? If I was 15, if I'm 53 now and I got her when I was 18, is this going to be an addition or subtraction problem in order to find out how many years I've had her? This is a subtraction problem. I'm going to move this up top here so I'm not popping off to the side of the thing. And so that'll be good. So then we need to, I don't know how we would do an equals part. So let me do it like that. Subtraction right up here. And then let's put our equals bar in here. I can do this with my pen. I don't know if I can. I'll try it. Oh, it's going to work. Look how cool that is. All right. And then we always, Jamia, what do I need to make in here? Give me a grid. And that way I don't lose my place. If I lose my places, then I get all mixed up and my math is not always going to be right. So I'm going to keep my place value here, or my places here with the grid. Okay. So if I have 3 and I take 8 away, can I do that? Can I take 3 away from 8? No, I can't. So what do I need to do? I need to go to my neighbor. We knock on his door. Say, excuse me, Mr. 5, can I have one? He says, sure. So we change Mr. 5 to a Mr. 4. And where do we put the one he gave us? Right here. I don't know if I'll be able to write it. We're going to have to squish it in there. And that makes him 13. Now, if I have 13, can I take 8 away? I sure can. Let's do it with not counting on and not counting back. Let's use counters today. Well, I don't want to use 53. That's right. I don't want to use 53, but I can do 13. Do I want to do that? I guess I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll play with these today. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have 13 counters over here, and I need to take 8 away and find out how much that is. So let's throw 8 back down. 1, throw it away. 2, throw it away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, how many do I have left? 13 minus 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's put a 5 up there. Very good. Okay. Now I have 4 minus 1. Well, that's not very hard. Use more counters. These are kind of fun today. We haven't used these in a while. All right, let's do yellow. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And how many do I throw away? Just 1. Here it goes. Catch, Jeff. All right, there we go. How many do we have left? 3. It goes here. Okay, so if I am 53 years old and I've had Gussie since I was 18 years old, how old or how many years have I had Gussie? And there's your answer, 35. That is a long time. That is longer than you've been alive. Maybe longer than even some of your moms and dads have been alive. That's a very long time. Good math today. That was fun. And I loved playing with those manipulatives. We haven't gotten those out in a while. Let's clean them up. And there we go. Our room is clean. Let's go back to our English for today. Maybe. There we go. And bring up our paper. There it is. Okay, so what you'll need for today's activity, we're doing sentences again like we've been doing. And so you'll need a piece of lined paper. Good, I moved that clear up there. You'll need a piece of lined paper, just lined paper like this. And we're going to write our name and date. And here we go. Should we dedicate this class? Who should we dedicate this class to? What's on my list? How about Brianna today? Because I know Brianna's favorite color. Brianna's favorite color is yellow. Now I'm not sure we'll be able to see with this yellow, so we'll give it a go here, Brianna. We'll try it, and if it doesn't work, we'll do the rest of our work in the darker color. So for Brianna today, I know her favorite color is yellow because so is mine. The yellow right here. Let's see if this works. Oh, we can see it. Can you see that? Nope, it's not today's date. Today's date is the 4th. Okay, and then let's give this a title. The title is going to be English. And we can just put an E, and we put that colon again. If you remember how we did the colon to show that the next thing that comes after the colon is something that has to do with the thing that we wrote before, which would be English. So today, let's write down capital, no, let's write exclamations. EXCLAMATIO. Because I want to show you something that the author did in this text today. All right? So there we go. I hope you can see that. Maybe I'll write my next in darker text just so I can be sure you can see it. But let's switch back to our sentences that we're going to use. We've been taking sentences from Frog and Toad together. Okay? So we're going to take some more. And when we're done with this week, how about this? When we are done with this week, we'll use this book to do, if I don't forget, to do our reading, group reading, so that you can see this book because we'll be able to put everything together. It's a fun book. Okay? But for now, let's get our sentences done. Let me pull up my whiteboard and we'll get our first sentence out and see what it says. And here's the first text. We used pink the other day, didn't we? Let's take that one out of there. Everything's going crazy. I'll be able to get back to it. Sure, I will. Okay. Back here. Put my counters away though. See, I got toys out everywhere, don't I? Never did put that away. We can put that away. All right. Here we go. Here's my board. There we go. And let's use, can we try to use yellow today? Let's try it. Let's try it. The worst that could happen is it doesn't work and we have to do something else. So let's try. Let's try a text box says. My text box says he shouted in a loud voice. Here. All right. That's a good one. I hope you can see that okay. go. Okay, let's do some marks on this. Let's use our red to do our proofreading marks. Here we go. If you notice on this, there are some differences in the words that we're using today. I did some difference with the words. Like I've got these words right here that are all uppercase letters. Why? Do you know why an author might make all of his words in uppercase letters? Do you have a guess? Brianna, do you know why he might do that? Let's see. The reason that he is doing this is because he's trying to get you to realize that the character really, really means what they're saying. They're even kind of shouting, okay? So let's do some proofreading marks on here. Start with this. And the first thing we notice is we're looking for uppercase words. There's going to be one every time. He shouted in a loud voice, "Hey birds, here are cookies." Okay, so we've got that, and we've also been talking about quotation marks. And the last two quotation sentences that we did, the quotation started right here at the beginning of the sentence, didn't it? But did the character say he shouted in a loud voice? No, that's not what the character said. The character said, "Hey birds, here are cookies," right? So our quotation marks don't go up here. They go over here by what he said, okay? And before I get to my quotation marks, in order to separate what the narrator says from what the character says, I need a comma. So right here, I need a comma. So I'm going to put a caret in here because I know I need a comma, and I also need quotation marks that go right in this spot right here. Comma here and quotation marks up here. And it says, "Hey birds, here are cookies." And now at the end, I need to put a mark that shows me that this character is very excited and really are kind of shouting what they say. What kind of marks goes on a sentence where we really, really, really mean it? Do you remember, Brianna? Brianna says that is an exclamation mark, and that is what we need to use. So right here, we need to put an exclamation mark, and then we're going to wrap it up with the end quotation marks. Okay? Very good. So now let's go back to our paper share. Here it is. And let's write that sentence. Okay. And put this in some dark text here so that it's easier to see. Oh, we forgot to do yes, no's, didn't we? We better do that first. Almost forgot our yes, no's. Let's do that quickly. We'll do those in here. I hope you remembered. I bet Brianna remembered. I'll bet she did. Brianna, I miss your pretty socks and your pretty headbands and your pretty self and your happy girl and your dancing feet. We miss you. Okay, so here we go. The first one says, he shouted in a loud voice in the quotation marks, "Hey birds. Oh, I forgot a comma there. I don't know if I forgot to put that in my thing. We'll fix it. Because there's a comma because we have a little rest here. I forgot to mention that. Here. Are cookies. An exclamation mark and quotation marks. All right, now let's switch back and fix that because I think I forgot to add that comma in. Got it. Yep, I did. Right here. There you go. All right, that one looks pretty good. Now, let's do a text box and put it here and do the second one. This one will be pretty easy. Whoop. I need to take my caps lock off. Birds came from everywhere. Okay, not a long one. That one's pretty easy. And now let's do our draw on this. And it goes back to our red. I kind of like that. Birds came from everywhere. What is my capital letter on this? B, because it starts my sentence, right? Right. Are there any more? Nope, there are not any more. Now, does this get quotation marks? Not really, says Brianna, because nobody's actually saying these words. The narrator is saying these. The storyteller is saying these words. Okay? Birds came from everywhere, so I don't need quotation marks around this. Now, this is what's called a statement. We're just saying it. We're not asking it. We're not shouting it. What kind of mark goes on the end of a statement, Brianna? A pyramid. Pyramid. Period. Remember? It was right there. So I need my caret. And then I put a period right in there. All right. There we go. Now let's move that over to our lined paper. Let's see if our lined paper remembers what color ink to use. And we start on the new check mark. Oh, it does. Birds came from everywhere. That's my ice maker. I'm getting low on ice. It makes ice for me. Birds came from everywhere. That is the next sentence. Now let's do the third one. Text box here, and it says they picked up. That's hard for me to see. I hope it's not hard for you to see. That's okay. So it's kind of fun to use different colors. They picked up all the cookies in their beaks and flew away. Okay, here it is. It is hard to see. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Okay, so now we need to edit it with our proofreading marks. They picked up all the cookies in their beaks and flew away. What should we start with? You see my pattern here? Everything starts with what kind of letter? A capital letter. So let's make this one capital. Do I have any more words that need to be capitalized? Nope, doesn't look like I do. And then what needs to happen at the end of this sentence? It's just a statement. Nobody's shouting it and nobody's asking it. So just like this sentence, it gets a period. Pretty easy, huh? Not a problem, right? Now let's get that sentence on our list for today. Maybe. We're going to start back down on here. We're going to write they picked up all the cookies in their beaks and flew all right, with a period on the end. Nice job, nice job. Thanks for helping us out, Brianna. You did a great job with that. This, we learned something new. Not only have we been working in quotation marks, but we also learned another way that an author shows that words are special or even shouted in this case. And if you remember the other two, how about in our textbooks? How do they show that words are special? They do that bold or they do the italics, okay? Very good, good lesson today. This is it for English. I'll see you next for math.